Hey guys, it's Uncle J here. I have a space engineers video, and I think about that for a second. I was just doing some city skylines. This is a fleet that I've been working on. Uncle J's shipping company. It's the kind of corporate faction fleet, just something I've been doing for shits and giggles and creative. The two bigger ships in the back I have tested in my test survival world. These front three I haven't tested yet. Um, Want to go over them. Um, Maybe try to go over the ships a little bit, but not in too much detail. And then a space station that I started working on late last night, and it's kind of over there in the background. All right, so since these are in front of me, I wanted to make a cargo ship. This is my cargo jumper 01. This has 4 large cargo containers. This is meant just from point A to point B cargo transport between, space stations in space, obviously. I like using these connectors, just 2 connectors up front, camera in the middle, green on the right, red on the left, same as our navigation lights. When I built this, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Normally, I don't like leaving components exposed, but I know like a lot of the vanilla ships are that way, and it kind of gives it more character. So I still have the block work, and then exposed parts. I have a side connector here, and then I like using this style for underneath for the larger ships. I don't think it gives you any faster transfer rate of cargo, but I just like the way it looks. Again, I love the new blocks they added with the new Wastelands DLC or Badlands, or it was so nice for them to add these little blocks for all the little filler pieces. This just has 2 interior turrets on either side because this is just cargo transport. It's not for just a little self-defense, to sun protection to get out of the way. Um, I've never done an engine setup like this before, and that is the wrong color. Oops. Normally I don't put the antennas on the back like this, but I kind of needed a place to put it. Now this one is exactly the same, except that one has hydrogen tanks. Let's just go inside on this real quick. Not letting all the air out. Just a nice simple little bridge. Survival kit, cargo container, bathroom, bed, couch. Stock blocker. And I have this, which I was debating on doing, but this gives you access to in here. There's the beacon. I did put an ore detector on it, but it is turned off. You can maybe throw some stuff in here, a second bunk, armory, juice bar. Just, kind of doing repairs. But I'm not going to get too much in detail with the ship and driving it around. Like I said, this is the HJ for hydrogen jumper. Both ships both have 1 jump drive in them. These ones, I didn't go crazy with the batteries and the gyros. I kind of wanted to keep it to where you could actually, build the ship just like this one. This is my atmospheric cargo lifter. I kind of got the LC backwards. Now this is an O2. This is the second variant. The first one didn't have enough lifting thrust per cargo. I did have 4 large cargoes, so I dropped it down to 3, and I have 3 hydrogen tanks. So we got that split down the middle. And you see all the vertical ascent turbines here, and that's what it takes. I did do testing in creative, but not in survival. I still have to do that with this ship and the other two. But it's just meant for going straight up out of the atmosphere, and then hydrogen to get you where you're going. It doesn't have a lot of thrust in the atmosphere forwards and backwards. It's just, you know, really meant just to go up and down from the ground to space. I've only tested this on Earth-like planets, so I don't know how it will handle for Mars or any of the other planets. Just go in here real quick. This is a similar bridge design, which is actually where I got the bridge design for the other one. But this one is different because we have this through the middle because I have the turret on top on this one. There's the bridge. I got the LCDs on the screens, which I didn't do on the other ones. Just didn't think it was necessary. Stocked locker, some spare canvases. This one doesn't have a access hatch, just a porta potty. Yeah, porta potty, a toilet, space toilet. And that is not a Wallowitz certified space toilet. See the some nice block work here. Again, here are the two connectors I like to use. It's definitely lacking on front thrusters. And then I just have two lower connectors, which is good enough. These bad boys, when I built these, I went way overboard. Ridiculous amounts of batteries, ridiculous amounts of gyros. I think one has 4 jump drives. I think the other one has 6. I believe it. So the purpose when I built this was you're rock hopping. You know, go out. You want to be able to mine and then have a place to store all your goods and just, you know, just really chew out an asteroid. So this is 2 different ships, but I have on the one blueprint, excuse me. The front end, here's the 2 connectors. Little turret there. Now these are on pistons, so these will extend out. As you can see, this is definitely plenty of guns for a mining vessel. You see the front half is heavy armor. That's to protect the engines from accidental crashes. The wash plate is all heavy armor, and see the rust. That's you know, the color on these ones are wrong. I just noticed that. It's probably why I haven't published them to the workshop until I'm 100% happy. Plenty of ions. Now these ones are the old style ions. Connector on the rear. Now on this, I use this one and that one. I use just a cockpit block. But let's just do a very quick inside. Letting all the air out, buddy. So here are our 6 jump drives. We have 2 large reactors up there. A little turret to greet you. Now there is a projector to put your blueprints for the ship and make it easy to repair. I had troubles with it. Let's go to the actually we should have gravity, yeah. Now this main section of the ship is unpressurized. Oh no, I think this one has more than, I think it's just 6. Here are yeah, I never bothered figuring out how many reactors I needed versus what I didn't need. Batteries, I just kind of went to town. Now you can see this red one here with the sorter. This pulls all the cargo out of the miner and then puts it into those two large cargo containers. Our gravity generator. Because of these pistons, this isn't airtight. The pistons come down so you get clearance. There's a remote block. Emergency. These ones are just kind of like, these four are just kind of backup, which probably never need. And you see there is a ton of gyros, which amount of cargo this thing hauls, and as big and heavy as this is, it's necessary. I have a full refinery. Here's if you do scripting, some timer blocks. I don't do scripts. Never. It just don't do it. This one you really don't need scripts. The other ship, which I'll go over, it definitely could benefit from. There's some simple instructions, some controls, and then there's a ore detector in that corner there, and just the front of the ship. And this door should be closed. And there's no, there is some gravity, but I have it set really low in this ship. Alright, so could walk up, but I think we're going to use a jetpack and we're going to ascend. Does this have... Peek out here, you can see a bunch of batteries. Just kind of like a mid area. And here is our main floor. We got some bunks. There is a backup seat here. Some lockers. I believe these are ridiculously stocked. One a little overkill. Our bathroom. Got 5-guy crew. Another bathroom. Little sitting area over here. And this comes out to our miner. Come on. Cargo access. This is activates the blueprint, and then we have some controls over here for our air and gravity generator, and then up to our cockpit. And it's the quickest way to get out of here. But like these, like this ship and the next ship I'm going to show you, I mean, you're pretty much just going to copy and paste this in. I don't see realistically building these using welders and blueprints. They're just ridiculous on the batteries. Now, this one right here, my assault Scavenger, actually would make a really good pirate ship. So the theory behind this was this would come in, clear out any pirates, recycle the resources, and then these guys could come in and do their job. I mean, both these ships are very well armored, but this one's got a little extra surprise. This one's got a lot more heavy armor blocks on it. I have this right here just completely wrecks any ship. And then I have, this is my pinpoint accuracy. Usually when I go after something, this is what I'll use. So turn the big thrusters off, close the blast doors, and that kind of protects the engines. I mean, that leaves the bottoms open, but that's okay. At least the main ones are protected. You can see heavy armor. These are all heavy armor. Heavy armor around the thrusters, missiles. Heavy armor all around the backside. This has nice 2 big hydrogen boosters. So this one's definitely a lot more maneuverable than the miner. Now on this one, there's the bottom turret, and you can see the blockwork where the heavy armor is. And then we have our crane here, because if you try grinding something in space, you know parts just go flying. The hardest part about this is matching velocity with a ship that's already in motion and then grabbing it. That's the hardest thing. But once you grab it, feeding it in, it works. It's a little bit pain in the butt, but it does work. Plenty of armor here. I mean, both ships are very, very similar. They're built off kind of the main base frame, but there are definitely there are differences. Obviously, you can see the way the insides are laid out. Just some friendly words. I thought about putting some warheads on this, but I'm not going to. Nice, you know, little bunk area, a little bit different than the other ship. Our main cockpit up there, but this also has a battle bridge. Yeah, so I'll show you the battle bridge here. Just come down. This has 2 large reactors. We have 2 seats for left and right weapons control, so you could fly this ship with a crew of 4, captain, 2 gunners, and a crane operator. Here's you know, you can use these screens to put whatever you want on here, but here's a backup bridge or battle bridge, however you want to say it, and then kind of come around. You can repair everything, access to it. Let's drop down here. I have gravity, but it's set real low. Now this only has 4 jump drives instead of 6. And still have our main bulkhead right here. Access for getting to bottles. And here is definitely a lot different. Party on, dudes. Be most excellent to each other. So definitely plenty of script blocks here, or timer blocks, I should say. Programmable blocks. Here's our emergency power. A little bit different. How I have that one set up. In here is our beacon and our remote block. I got that kind of protected. Tons of gyros. Like I said, you know, not as much cargo space, but still plenty of cargo in hydrogen. There's definitely plenty of room to add more stuff as you need it. And you see the blockwork here. There's our grinder pit. Grinder pit goes into the cargo containers. Our refinery, just like on the other ship. Production control. Production, yeah. You guys get it. Plenty of batteries. Plenty of open space. You need to add anything. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Alright, let's get out this way. Ow. Oh, bathroom and locker up front here. Nice little interior turret to greet you. So this one definitely is geared towards combat, as you can tell. So that's it for the ships that I've been working on. I plan on having adding like either a drone or kind of like fleet carrier. Something that's probably going to be bigger than these, maybe a little bit wider and longer. Alright, so I started on this. This is meant to be kind of like a just an outpost or a trading post. Like if you're in an area that's rich with asteroids, this would be where all the miners and the cargo haulers would come and then take the goods and products to another station. Or you could use these in orbit of every planet as kind of like a layover. You know, something that the atmospheric cargo ship could come up to and then grab the goods and go back down to the planet and vice versa. It's obviously not done yet. Nowhere near done. Never really built a space station before, so this is a first. I don't know if the 4 laser antennas and the 4 dishes are kind of a little overkill. Some oxygen generators, and I know what you're thinking. This is, wow, this is all open, but I plan on using some hinges, and then on a 45, and then I was going to put a shield in here of just either light or heavy blockwork to protect the innards, but now I'm thinking maybe I'm going to still use the hinges and then have solar panels on all 4 sides, because this is really like a kind of trading hub outpost. It's not really meant for to be used for pirate factions, but I guess the way my kind of ships look, I guess you kind of could argue that they would be really good for a pirate faction. But I see there's tons of storage, cargo containers. I think I want to put a refinery in here. This is just kind of going to be like a mid-level. The 4 docking pillars here, my main connections, and then I added these on after thinking about the cargo jumpers, because technically I could park one here, one on the side, and one on the side, so I get 3 of those cargo ships on one pier. And then, kind of like your stock vanilla connector. So I'm going to have at least 2 of these on the opposite side. I might do something different on the opposite ones, I don't know. But I was thinking about maybe using the barred windows in here, double high, just kind of something different. Full refinery assembler, some more reactors, some more batteries, and then on top of that is going to be the actual trade post. And then on top of the trade post, I'll have kind of like the control tower and barracks. And then on the very top, I'll use the 4 connector style. Now this does have ion thrusters, so you could either tow or fly. I guess I guess you could fly this, but it'd probably be really, really slow. Do I want to put a jump drive on this? No, I think that would be a waste, because this is going to be a station. I do plan on putting a safe zone generator in the center of it. I might record while building this in another video, or I might just work on this and then show it off. I also had an idea about making a smaller, kind of like a relay. Maybe just 1 large cargo container, 1 hydrogen tank. Mostly just for like a communication relay more than anything. Bunch of solar panels. I might build that before finishing this. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Just I kind of wanted to show off where I was at with these guys. Alright, this is Uncle J. I also have my moon base, which I never I have hours of video recorded, but I never got around to editing anything. I think I'll just kind of do a showcase of that base, because it's finished, not because I want it to be finished, because my computer just that's as far as it's going to go. So I might just do a recap on that base. And I also started recording. I started with a space pod, just been asteroid hopping and slowly growing it. So I do have that. I kind of work on it as a series. And I also kind of was going to do a survival on Mars, but it ended up kind of being creative survival. I just kind of went in town building a base inside of Mons Olympus. I have some recorded video from that, so plan on putting out some more city skylines, more space engineers, maybe a little oxygen not included. I was playing a game the other night. But alright, this is Uncle J. Until next time, hit the like button. Have a good one.